This video is rated M for mature. Viewer discretion is advised.
So it's finally come to this. My throb is chesting. Every case has one last feature to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll complete a summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the order of events in the case in the form of a comic book. This reproduction is merely Hajime's imagination, so there will be gaps here and there. Gaps are areas where a number of pieces are missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the truth panels provided. Around 3 to 5 panels make up one set. Inside that one set, there will be correct panels placed among incorrect panels. If you use up all the correct panels contained in one set, it will switch to a new set. After that, it will if you fill all the holes, you will clear the challenge. Pretty sure some of you already noticed, but it will be difficult to complete with so many gaps. But once you fill in some, it will become much simpler. For those of you who played the previous game, you might hesitate at first, but it's basically the same concept. Excuse me. Now then, when playing and solving the closing argument, there is a certain trick. If you move the reticle into the gaps on each page, it will display hints at the top of the screen. This type of hint will ask what kind of scene is drawn in the gap. Also, if you move the reticle onto a truth panel, it will display a hint as well. This hint explains the scene contained in that panel. Put together these two hints and think carefully. Of course, don't forget that there will be a timer. Alright. Closing argument. Begin! Everyone is at the party. Is eating. What? Uh-oh. It keeps eating during the blackout. Unlit portable stove. Oh! Duh. At the storage room before the blackout. Same scene as the office and the dining hall. Okay. At the office room when the blackout occurred. So... borrowing your tablecloth, night vision goggles equipped. Kane eats during the blackout, like Toad trying to duck under the table. Oh, there's more still. Okay. The moment it got dark, Byakuya turned on night vision goggles. Who did Byakuya see? Nagito. The killer obtained a light. Unlit portable stove. But killer obtained a light. Weapon hidden in. At the office when the blackout occurred. Kane. That's not it. Same scene as the office. At the storage room before the blackout, unlit portable stove. Hold on. What? I don't like this portion. The weapon hidden in. Killer obtained a light. Who did the killer do? What did the killer do after exiting the dark room? What did the killer obtain? This. Stock 2. What did the killer do after exiting into the dark hall? Okay, let's go look at the beginning again. Killer used the mark to move under the floorboards. Irons are turned on. Wait. At the office when the blackout occurred. Same scene as the office and dining hall. At the storage room before the blackout. There's that. That one is not... This one is not used. Nekomara is holding it in. Everyone at the party is switched on. Switched on. What? Come on! Knife glows in the dark. Weapon hidden in... The killer obtained a light. What did the killer do after exiting into the dark hallway? Close the doors. What was found under the table? Then... I heard it. Okay, so this is not it. That's not it. Switched on. Switched on. Killer do in the dark after exiting the dark. Switched on. The weapon was hidden in. The killer obtained a light. Oh, that's what it is. Same scene as the office room and dining hall. This at the office when the blackout occurred. Air conditioner turned on. Chiaki guarding the old building entrance. It's that. This is at the office when the blackout occurred. Air conditioner turned on. Last stop. Okay. This one. Weapon was hidden in the meat. This, what did the killer do after exiting into the dark hallway? Close the fire doors. I heard it, Buki.
Here's
There we
everything
go.
that happened in this case.
Okay, let's go.
Let's try going over the whole incident, beginning with right after the party started. Byakuya had us gather in the dining hall of the old building near the hotel. He was extra cautious about a murder occurring that night because of a threatening letter he received. Therefore, he decided to throw a party so he could monitor us. Though one person didn't come, the rest of us assembled at the dining hall, and the party was underway. But at that time, the trap set by a certain someone was already in motion. They plugged 3 irons into the outlets in the storage room, which nearly capped the power usage. Additionally, they prepared something else that would activate at 11:30 p.m. The air conditioners in the office and dining hall. They had already set the timers for these. Thanks to the irons maxing out the power usage, the breaker was tripped when the air conditioners kicked on. Since the windows in the old building were covered, the blackout plunged the dining hall into total darkness. But when that happened, Byakuya took out a specific item that he brought in his case. That item was the night vision goggles. Byakuya was so concerned about a murder occurring that he brought a variety of security equipment with him. When he put on his night vision goggles, Byakuya witnessed a certain someone making a suspicious move. He saw Nagito guiding himself with the desk lamp's power cord so he could get under the table. That's right, everything up to that point was all part of Nagito's plan. The murder warning to Byakuya, the source of the blackout, it was all Nagito. While the blackout was happening, someone else, the real killer, began making their move in the kitchen. The killer probably already knew about Nagito's plan, so they knew a blackout was coming. That's why the killer prepared all the items they would need to commit their crime in the dark beforehand. They needed a light source, which was provided by the portable stove in the kitchen. They needed a weapon, too. This had also been hidden in the kitchen beforehand. The long iron skewer used in the churrasco dish. The killer hid that inside that meat with the bone in it. With the weapon and portable stove in hand, the killer stepped out into the hallway. First, they closed the fire door in the hallway so their light source wouldn't peek toward the dining hall. Then, guided by the light, the killer headed toward the storage room and grabbed a specific item. That's right, a tablecloth to block the blood splatter. With this, the killer finished their preparations and snuck under the floorboards through the secret passage. They probably turned off the portable cooking stove at that point, or left it near the entrance of the door. The floor in the dining hall is full of gaps, so there's no way they could have safely held a light source. But thanks to the glowing mark they painted earlier, the killer was able to get beneath the table. Under the table, Byakuya found the knife that had been hidden there. If only he had retreated, he probably wouldn't have gotten killed, but he had to retrieve that knife. And at that moment, the killer lurking beneath the floorboard stabbed straight up with the iron skewer. The killer had been waiting in the dark for the moment when the glowing paint began to move. After they murdered Byakuya, the killer purposefully shouted from beneath the floorboards to make it seem like they were still in the dining hall. Afterward, they came out from underneath the floorboards and rushed back to the kitchen. And then, after hiding the murder weapon in the kitchen, they rejoined the group as if nothing had happened. There's only one person who would have been able to commit this crime. Especially if that person is someone who'd think of an unexpected way to hide a weapon inside food. Isn't that right, Teru Hanamura?
Complete.
That's what happened. How about it? Did I get anything wrong? This is a mistake. A mistake, I tell you. I would never kill anyone. Would never.
It seems this is the end.
Guilty as charged. Teru Teru. B rank. Still got a lot of coins though. Nice. Nice.
It looks like your argument has come to a close. Oops! I lost control of my wild side for a second. Was that a side effect of the meat I just ate? Well, putting that aside, let's move along to the nerve-wracking voting time! Now Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Oh, just a reminder, make triple sure you vote for someone. If you don't vote, I'm gonna eat you up just like that meat from earlier.
Why did this happen?
Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Such heart-pounding excitement!
Tetter tetter. See you later. Guilty.